Alright guys, hello. Let me turn down the music real quick. Alright, so supposed to be getting a clean feed, and the clean feed has no delay, but I'm streaming on a 3-minute delay. So I thought I was supposed to start my stream a little bit earlier because of the delay, to, you know, make sure everything is kind of like synced up, but we're still waiting for the clean feed. So instead of putting you guys on a wait screen for, I don't know, the next, do we got like 3 more minutes, 4 more minutes maybe? So yeah, I'm here stalling for time, but let's take a look at the teams. So we do have BTR, Team Secret, DRS, NIGMA Galaxy, Damwon Gaming, Deadeyes, Reject, FAZE Clan, GIDS, The Affinity, D Xavier, STALWART, 4 Rivals, BC SWELL, Miss CHONBURI, and CRYPTICS. The Chinese teams are not playing today because, well, they just finished and they're taking a rest day, and I messaged them and they were saying they also need to get ready in the sense of like taking photo shoots for, like, you know, publicity and all of that and whatnot. So they will not be playing today. And can I get an F in the chat for TC? How many of you guys watched that? That ending literally, ooh, that ending hurt. That ending hurt my soul. That ending hurt so bad, man. I can't believe yeah. If you didn't watch PEL, if you weren't viewer partying with me, you can go on my channel. Just skip to the last 10 minutes of the game. Like, season 1 through 4 like was great and all, but all you gotta do is go to my most recent PEL viewer party, watch the last 10 minutes of the final game, and you could also watch the last 10 minutes of season 3 grand finals, because like the same thing happened to TC. It was heartbreaking. F in the chat for TC. But yeah, so I'm reading questions in the chat. I'm on a 3-minute delay. So yes, I did play PMGC last year. Let me double check. Let me see if the clean feed is up yet. Nope, not yet. So we're still stalling for time. But let's take a look at so they already played scrims once. The scores are on Esports County Instagram. So let's take a look at the scrim scores from last time. All right. Now, these are scrims, so yeah, we never know how well these teams will actually do when PMGC starts, but it is good to see BTR in first place. Now, from my experience with scrims, something I realized playing scrims competitively last year at like PMGC and etc. Usually teams, the strong teams, don't take scrims too seriously. They more so just play the scrims to get comfortable, right? They're not like trying to do the best rotations every time. They're not trying to do like the best positions every time, because so many other teams aren't playing as serious. So you can go to certain areas on the map in a scrim match, but in the actual game, you can't. So scrim results are very like, yeah, I would say the thing you want to look for the most in scrims is kill points. I think in scrims, teams that are confident in knowing what their strategy is and not needing to, you know, practice it anymore in a scrim, because they already know what they're gonna do, right? So it doesn't matter. They're just practicing their gun skill. They're seeing if they could just beat some of these other teams. They're training to be put under that pressure. So here, BTR, really great team, don't get me wrong. They did finish last scrim in first place overall, but what's kind of lacking here is the kill point. So it kind of shows me like BTR, they played more for the positions and the circle positions and the circle shifts, which, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but if you guys don't remember, which a lot of you probably don't, last year I was playing PMGC also as a competitive player. My team, Team Execute, well, it's actually not my team. I wasn't the IGL. Fate was the IGL. But we got first place overall in the scrims. And Blue Bees, the Japanese team, got second or third place overall in the scrims. And we play the scrims very serious. We prioritized rotations. We didn't take any early fights if we didn't have to. And so we ended up winning the scrims. And then what happened? Well, both Blue Bees and Execute didn't even qualify into the PMGC Grand Finals. We needed top 16 in the league stage. I think there was only 24 teams in total, 24 or 20 teams, and we couldn't even make top 16. So a little bit background on my views on scrims. So in these scrims, I'm more so looking forward to which team's looking really confident, taking fights, they're not scared. Teams that are prioritizing rotation doesn't mean they're bad or anything at all, but you know, it's just more knowledge for you guys to work with, all right? So this is the first page. So team with a lot of kills, DRS, and of course Stalwart, right? Stalwart Esports. This is their play style. Like even in a very serious match, they prioritize the kills, they take the fights, they think they're better than a lot of these other teams. On the second page, we got CRYPTICS, Team Secret, Reject, 4 Rivals, Genesis, Rico, and Miss CHONBURI. And FAZE Clan should be playing today. Hopefully they are. Once again, I am on a 3-minute delay. So let me ask if I could get that live feed soon. Hopefully there's no like delay issues. Because if there is a delay issue, I don't know how long I'm going to be stalling for. So if I got to stall for much longer, I'll read some questions. I'll read some questions. Any chances of Sook getting loaned to another team? Maybe. If TJB wants to get Sook, they're going to have to pay TC a lot of money, though, to get him loaned. Because TC isn't going to just send one of their best players to play for another team for free. Alright. That was the best clutch for a player in esports history. Yes, and PEL. If you missed it, PEL viewer party, go to my recent stream. Back-to-back 1v3s for the chicken dinner. And because he got back-to-back 1v3s, well, his team won by like 3 points at the very end of the last game of the final day. So, yeah. No Chinese teams. They're taking a rest. I am on a delay, but I'm reading a lot of these chats. Hey, Zoo family. Yeah, can I get some Zoo Nation strong? Hashtag Zoo Nation. Make a Z with my fingers. Maybe Z. Yeah. All right. I think we're ready. Okay. We got the clean feed. All right. Let's switch it over to this real quick. All right. So we got the clean feed. Once the match starts, we got 5 minutes until it starts. Once the game actually starts, I'm going to take off my face cam. And we're going to be like casting this as if it's like an actual cast without my face cam on. I'm going to test it out, see how it goes. But for now, I'm just going to read some questions in the chat while we're waiting. We got 4.5 minutes left. Should be good. All right. Wow. Chat is moving way too fast. Should I even try and read chat? Will I watch BGIS? I will try to. I'm seeing Ocean's helping me out with getting permission to viewer party it. I don't know if it'll work or not, but Ocean said he's going to help me out with that. So, who's the next target for the curse? Nobody, okay? I'm done cursing or messing with curses. All right. So, and for everyone wanting to watch the Chinese teams play, well, PMGC East is starting really soon, guys. Like, you just gotta wait a couple more days, and you'll get to see the Chinese teams play in the actual tournament against the other teams. Bro Pasta says hashtag Endo Pride. Who's getting the special invite? I don't know. I do not know. I have no idea who's getting the special invite. But okay, got 3 minutes. What team are you guys cheering for here? I think a lot of you guys all like DRS. Which team is more popular, DRS or BTR? Should I make a poll? Well, I'm on a 3-minute delay, so it doesn't really matter. Just by the time you see this, just spam in the chat if you're a DRS fan or a BTR fan. I want to see which one's more popular. And by then, I think we should be heading into the game. So, I'm going to go off right now, turn off the face cam. You guys got 3 minutes left to wait. Sorry for the delays, but yeah. All right, guys, see you when the match starts. Hey, so I think we're heading into the caster segment. I don't know what the order of things are, but on my screen, I'll show you guys real quick what I see on my screen. It's this. So actually, I think what I'm gonna do is, I guess I am going to put my own face in here, and then I'm gonna talk some more about the teams. Sure. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me just move my camera over a little bit. There we go. All right. All right, guys, we're on air. What's up, everyone? So the other feed, the Esports County feed, I think they have a duo caster. So I'm just a solo caster here for now. So I guess I gotta talk some more before before the first game starts. Like I said, I'm on a 3-minute delay. I don't know what the order of the show is or how much time we got left until the first match starts. So this is interesting. Not sure what I should do. Maybe I should just like, I don't know. I don't know what to do, chat. I guess I'll stall for time. So how's everyone's day going? Hope you guys are all doing well. I hope for all the TC fans out there that watch PEL, there's always next year, right? At least that's what I tell myself. And then I think STE is a great team. I think they'll do well on PMGC. And Nova, of course, a really good team. And then TJB, well, TJB is going to be playing in PMGC East, so maybe they could do something. Maybe they could get Sook, right, on loan. Who knows? But we'll see what happens with TJB. I was viewer partying yesterday with Shifan, and Shifan told me that one of the TJB players has been feeling like the team is not trying as hard as they should, and there is like inner turmoil or inner conflict with the TJB team, which is never good, especially going into a PMGC type scenario. But maybe they'll change up their roster, maybe they'll fix things. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna send a message real quick to the guy that, oh, here we go. Okay, well, we're transitioning over to the schedule. All right, I'll just take my face cam off. So today we got 4 games. We got Miramar, Erangel, Miramar, and then we're gonna end it on good old Sandhawk. So right now I'm kind of doing a casting and I'm doing a analyst desk segment. This will be a lot easier after the first game starts, so I can have something to analyze. But for now, you know, we got 4 maps, 2 Miramars, 1 Erangel, and I think I like this because 2 Miramars, because Miramar is definitely the more difficult map to practice, whereas Erangel, I think everyone kind of pretty much knows Erangel as good as they can, right? So we're gonna be doing 2 Miramars today and only 1 Erangel, and then of course we're gonna end it on Sandhawk because Sandhawk is fun, so why not? Oh, I got a member in the chat. Debs, welcome officially to the Zoo Nation. Thank you for becoming a member. Thanks, Debs. Typing it into the chat right there. Okay. All right. Probably should have asked him for the run of show. Should I just do my own thing? Should I just do my own thing until the game starts? I think I should just, yeah, I think I'm gonna just do my own thing. All right, hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. We're just gonna do our own thing until the first matches starts. Guys, the clean feed, they have 2 people casting. And I'm just by myself, so I don't have anyone to talk to, and I'm on a 3-minute delay, so I can't really talk to chat either or interact with you guys. So let's just do our own thing until the first match starts. So what we're gonna do is, well, we're just gonna go over PEL because it just happened, and it was pretty crazy if you missed it. So I'm just gonna show the stream what I showed them on when I did the live viewer party. All right. So the big thing about PEL is, okay, a lot of you guys watched season 4 finals, but I don't think a lot of you guys watched season 3 grand finals. And the reason why it's so heartbreaking for TC is because of this. All right. Let me show you guys here. All right. So ignore me. That's me up there. All right, so this is season 3 grand finals, okay? Look at the... So going into the very last game of season 3... Oh, we got an ad. Okay, cool, I get it. You're fit and stuff, and you like to do physical activity. All right, we're gamers, come on. Come on. Skip the ads. All right. Okay, actually, let me make sure I don't miss when the actual game starts. Let me put this over here. Okay, cool. All right. So this is season 3 grand finals. This is the very last match of season 3 PEL grand finals. The very last one. And no, this is the second to last one. Okay, this is the very start. All right, so this is season 3 grand finals. Look at this. TC is in first place, just like season 4 that we saw yesterday. Nova is like only 6 points behind them, right? And TC get off to a really bad start. They lose Flower C very early. And they lose him in like the most unfortunate way ever. I think they show it right here. They show a replay. Oh, I think I skipped past the replay. Going back. Okay. So Flower C dies first very early. And this is TC's tournament to win. The other big important thing with this is if TC won in season 3 grand finals, they would have enough points, I'm pretty sure, to be the second place team to qualify to PMGC. So even if they got second place in season 4, which they did, if they got first place in season 3, that would have been enough for them to qualify. We're not showing the replay. All right, okay, anyways, Flower C dies very unfortunately. And then fast forward to TC actually dying here. So TC, they're 3-man, right? They absolutely throw here. Look at this rotation they do right here. So I think they panic. They see this circle shift, right? Here's TC. And then they want to try and just full send it because that's a hard shift away from them. And then the worst thing happens. They drive straight into Nova and they give Nova the points. Y goes down. Sook is like trying to run away for his life. And Nova, when they get that first knock, they know it's TC. So they are chasing that player down. And Paraboy hits a nasty headshot. And then, yeah, TC just down to 1 player. But that's not the worst part. Here's the worst part. Fast forward. TC's dead. Nova is 5 points behind. there's 13 teams left alive. So if Nova dies right now, they get 0 placement points and TC still wins. And then this happens. Nova, look at where they're positioned. They rotate into like a little pocket area, but they're surrounded by 3 teams. Team to their north, team to their south, team to their west. Actually 4 teams, a team to their east. They're just in a little pocket right now, just trying to survive. So if Nova dies right now, TC wins Season 3 Grand Finals. And it gets so close. Nova, they managed to stay alive for a little bit. 4 alive, right? Still 5 points behind TC. 11 teams alive, meaning if Nova dies right now, they do not get first place. Circle shifts. Order gets a crazy knock right here. I think, yeah, he gets a double knock and he gets a thirst right there. So that's 1 more point for Nova. Still not enough to pass TC though. And then he confirms the other one. That's 2 points for Nova. Order gets knocked. They still need at least 3 more kill points. Okay, pause. 9 teams left alive. That's still not enough placement points if Nova were to die right now. TEC is pushing Nova now. Q9 is, or SMG is also pushing Nova now. There are 2 teams pushing Nova. Jimmy decides, like, we can't win this fight. We gotta go. We gotta just try and stay alive and get some placement points. So Jimmy takes the car and drives off, and he drives straight into Team Pi. Apparently the comms where they didn't hear gunshots here, so they thought it was clear. Jimmy dies. Order goes down. Nova's 3 points behind, and 9 teams left alive. QC goes down. Paraboy last alive at 40 HP, 30 HP, okay? This is Season 3 Grand Finals. TC should have won Season 3 Grand Finals. If they won Season 3 Grand Finals and got 2nd place in Season 4, I think they still would have qualified. I haven't done the math exactly yet, but I think they would have more than the Nova team. So, we're down to Paraboy. Paraboy is in a 1v2. 2 of SMG is pushing them. If Paraboy dies right now, 9th place is not enough placement points to pass TC, and then this is what Paraboy decides to do. He gets 1 in the smoke. Paraboy, not a close range player. Everyone always doubts Paraboy's close range skills. He gets 1. He gets 2. He gets the wipe. 204 points. 7 teams left alive now. Meaning if Nova die right now, they already passed TC. Paraboy with that 1v2 defeats TC for the Grand Finals. Alright. So, that was Season 3 Grand Finals. Season 4 Grand Finals, I mean, if you haven't watched it, it was even more sad, alright? But if you did watch it, you don't have to watch it again because we're finally getting into the first game. So, let me go ahead and transition over. Give me a second here. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there we go. Okay. We could turn off the music now too. And we can start casting now. Alright, we're finally getting into the game. And, oh, there's no game sound? There's supposed to be game sound. But there is no game sound. Let me message. I'll turn off my face cam here. Let me message him. No game sound on live on clean feed. Oh, there we go. All right, so we do got game sound. All right, perfect. All right, okay. We're finally in. On to match number 1. We get a very southern plane path, and also the circle is very south as well. We already see 3 teams in Los Leones very close next to each other. We've got MSC right next to, I believe that is BCS. So both of those teams landing in Los Leones. DRS doing a split loot far on the south, most likely due to the plane path. And these are the Esports Counting Pro Scrims. They have set up an entire production. Look at those graphics, man. BTR on the southeast side, not contested at all. It looks like the only teams that might be contesting each other is BCS. And BCS, they're already starting to get in a fight with, oh, DXR. D Xavier getting the first kill of the scrims. BCS down to just 3 players now. D Xavier's, and there is a third team right here, also in Los Leones. So Los Leones looking very populated. Maybe it's more so the plane path was so far south. There is a lot of loot here, so makes sense why there's so many teams dropping here. And Infinity also getting a fight with Damwon Gaming. Infinity getting the opening knock onto is it Damwon? Damwon Gaming. BC, as you see them, they're down to 3 players. Justice gets eliminated, and he is out of the first match already. Here we got Infinity, who got the knock on Damwon Gaming. It looks like they didn't get the kill confirmed, but they're looking to get that confirmed. It's just Mela. Oh, Infinity actually have a very nice surround onto Damwon Gaming. If anything, Infinity could bait this out. The AK prone, drop shot, iron sights, no shots connecting. Moves away very quickly. Damwon Gaming trying to go for that revive might just actually put them in a worse situation. Where are their cars? Infinity near, getting ever so nearer to Damwon Gaming. I don't think Damwon knows of Nier's position. Nier also needs to play this very patient, because if he plays patiently enough, it could be huge in getting in another knock. Infinity playing very aggressive here. I talked about how in these scrims, I'm more so looking at teams that are feeling confident that could play aggressive and win the fights. They can't get too carried away here. They got to be careful still. Forest laying prone. Seems like Infinity are trying to find the rest of Damwon Gaming. They are going to isolate the other player of Favian. It is a 2v1 situation, almost a 3v1. The rest of Damwon running over to try and come help. That could be Nier's chance to cut off the rotations, because Damwon does not know where Nier's position is. All Nier has to do is lay low, play quiet, but maybe he got spotted out. Is this a 4v3 situation, as Infinity had already got the opening knock and finish onto one of the Damwon Gaming players? But we've seen 3v4s. This player does have a level 1 vest and a level 2 helmet. Favian with the Tommy gun. Forest also close by at a tree for support. And looking at Sung isn't getting any closer because he must have saw Nier, or Nier made too much noise. So Sung will not be pushing up any closer to try and help out Favian. It is kind of a stalemate. The 4th player of Infinity, if he does have a vehicle, he could make the opening flank. But seeing how long this fight has drawn out, I don't think the 4th player has a vehicle. Oh, there is the 4th player right there, Newsy. So they're going to take a 4v1. They're going to try and isolate this one player completely. That does give Damwon Gaming more angles to work with. Now, Favian, all Favian has to do is play very defensively. He does not need to challenge anything. And his 2 players on the side angles, can maybe get the opening knock. So Infinity giving up the angles to try and do a more direct approach. This could end up costing them quite dearly. They're trying to isolate the 4v1 player, but all this really does is give Kia an easier chance to defend, and this is what I'm talking about. He gets 1 knock right there. 3 up for Damwon Gaming still. Infinity with 4, but 4 players stacked next to each other is not as good as 4 players spread out. Almost getting the thirst too. It looks like they'll try and get that revive. This does force Damwon to maybe try and do a push. Can Damwon take advantage of that knock? They do not take advantage of the knock. Maybe they can get advantage of the fact that they have no meds. Oh, he does have one med. That Infinity player will heal on up. And Newsy gets the knock onto Forest. This does change thing now. Forest position is compromised. Oh, it looks like Forest is trying to push over into open. Fabian gets another knock. But Infinity playing it out slow. Playing it pretty safely. Should come out on top here. It is now Sung in a 1v4 situation. Sung with only an Uzi and a shotgun. He can't do much right there. It did get kind of close for Infinity. It did look kind of scary, but Infinity do come out on top. If there were grenades involved, you saw how stacked up Infinity was. It could have been a completely different story. But Infinity taking out Damwon Gaming. Sung last alive. Maybe he could get a knock and a thirst, but I don't expect much more out of him. He's only got an Uzi and a shotgun, I believe. And yeah, he's just trying to make it back into cover. And there goes Damwon Gaming. Damwon Gaming, first team to be eliminated. Infinity with 4 kills already. And I think they're going to loot, because they have not even looted yet. They started this game off just straight fighting with Damwon Gaming. Going on to the other side, we got Deadeyes, guys. A very popular team. I think one of the teams that have a lot of potential to qualify to PMGC East. Actually, many of these teams all have potential. A lot of these teams, all really strong teams. DRS with the rotation. I do not have access to the mini-map feed, so I do not know where all these players are positioned. So I can't tell you what's going on with the rest of the map. But it looks like we do have a fight between FaZe and Deadeyes, guys. Corpie pulling up kind of close, maybe just to do a scout. That grenade does chunk him down to 50% HP. And, oh, FaZe. FaZe Corpie getting knocked, trying to scout that position right there. Does not go too well for him. FaZe is going to lose a member. That is a free kill for Deadeyes, guys. And you see right there on the right side of your screen, FaZe with 1 member down, BCS with 1 member down. All the other teams have 4 members alive. Damwon Gaming, of course, did get eliminated very early to the side of Infinity. FaZe trying to figure out their next rotation now that their scout has been defeated. Scouting that hillside and the compound. BTR, ooh, Luxy. I think Luxy disconnected as he does go down to the play zone. So BTR will also be a 3-man for the rest of this match. Unfortunate. Technical issues do happen. If this was the real tournament, hopefully we would see some sort of restart, which happens pretty often. Team Secret, a team that has definitely shown up, getting first place in both stages of the tournament to qualify up until this point. NIGMA Galaxy rotating in from the blue. This is the northwest side of the map, very far away from the zone. But first zone doesn't hurt too much. And, oh, the Reject team. Japanese team of Reject setting up on FaZe maybe. Or potentially just making sure FaZe don't get any closer. And Luxy does go out to the play zone there. It looks like we got a lot of teams around this area. I'm imagining the circle is centered around the Los Leones area, just right around here on the edge side. So we might see some interesting circle shifts afterwards here. It might go into the city. It might not. Shout outs to Young D for becoming a member of the Zoo Nation. I think, thank you guys. The Zoo Nation growing ever so stronger. If you guys become a member, you're officially part of the Zoo Nation and you become a citizen of the Zoo Nation. All right. If you're just here, you're part of the Zoo Nation if you're a fan. But for all the ones that become members or mods, they are ranked a little bit higher. All right. Oh, Infinity getting into a fight with NIGMA Galaxy. So Infinity, they're definitely taking these scrims more on the aggressive side, practicing their gun skills. So Infinity with 5 kills already. We got BCS here taking some shots at 4RV. That should be a thirst right there. Mini shots connecting for RVL. Down to 3 players now. A lot of long-range shots happening back and forth. Teams are just waiting for that next circle shift. So 4RV is 4 Rivals. That is their team name. DX Xaviers moving around in the city. Looking at that bike. Maybe thinking to bait it. I do think 4 Rivals got shot from multiple angles. You see BCS up there on the hilltop. You see DX Xaviers taking shots at 4 Rivals. 4 Rivals just surrounded, but hopefully they're like more center of zone, which is why they put themselves there to be surrounded. And the next circle has shifted. It does go to the west, so it shifts away from the Los Leones. You can see right there on your mini map. Or, okay, there we go, even better. So this is a hard shift towards the west side of the map. Deadeyes, guys, dead center. STALWART's Esports just a little bit north of them. Infinity is coming in from that west side, so that is a very favorable hard shift for them. They don't have to travel much further to get into zone. You see Team Secret on the northeast there. BTR, well, they got to navigate the city and come in from the southeast, which is the most congested side. DRS looking to do a wrapping rotation, and I was just saying, Deadeyes dead in the center of the zone. One of them do get taken out by STALWART's Esports. Another highly aggressive team. STALWART's Esports already having the man advantage 4v3. I would not be surprised if they do press this. Look at the angles that they have. Scry could get a knock onto Turu Lovesir. I think Scry is just trying to find a little bit better angle, a little bit better positioning before he makes his presence known. Yeah, you see right here, he's taking his time. They have no idea Scry is on that side. Deadeyes, guys, forced to play very safe. And, oh, that knock. Top! Instant knock right there. The headshot's coming through. Top getting a little bit third party from distance, but it should not matter. And, yep, here comes the push out of STALWART's Esports. A highly aggressive team. Fragboy Sir gets the revive. There's only 2 players at this building. They're pushing in together as a team. There's one. Turu Lovesir gets the med off. Back up to 80 HP. But the angles are coming in right here. Turu Lovesir being pressured from one angle. Action pushing from the other. Turu Lovesir goes down. Illusion gets a knock, but he can't get the thirst. Pushing in with the pre-fires and the grenades. That Molotov. Oh, the Molotov hits the ground. That is Deadeyes, guys, taken out. STALWART's Esports finishing up that fight. The STALWART's Esports going for the revive after the fight is secured. They don't want to risk a 2v1, especially when it comes to pushing such a narrow set of stairs. I mean, we saw in PEL, you could do a 3v1, but if you're pushing straight up the stairs, you could lose that 3v1, and we saw it happen. BTR in the kill feed. Getting in on the action. Not able to get any confirms, though. BTR playing on the edge side of Los Leones. This tournament is played in TPP as well, PMGC. PMGC is going to be played in TPP as well. Next circle shifts away. I think it shifts further to the northwest as more teams are starting to head that way. No teams on screen right now in zone. Mad Toy goes down to NIGMA Galaxy, maybe on rotation. Car blown up. Mad Toy is out for the first round of the scrims. The Xavier. Maybe they don't have any cars as they're not rotating. NIGMA Galaxy trying to take a fight with STE. STE, a very strong gunfighting team. And that's NIGMA Galaxy also instantly surrounded by Team Secret. So NIGMA Galaxy is caught in a very tough position. STALWART Esports, though, looking to keep away NIGMA Galaxy and Team Secret. On the flip side of thing, on the south side, we got DRS Gaming getting into a fight with MSC. MSC being Miss CHONBURI. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. AJ with the grenades, tossing it fast. Doesn't want to cook it. He knows the players are close. He might have to pull out that gun very soon. Oh, those grenades all fly a little bit way too far. Bouncing off the ridges and downside to the hill. Not getting any damage in to MSC. If AJ hit those nades, this could be different. But MSC, Miss CHONBURI, on the aggression. They already got the opening on one. Mafia Ninja almost gets that knock. Not able to hit it, though. And they are just swarming DRS. DRS down to 2 players now. MSC with a very strong push. And then the kill feed, STALWART Esports taking a fight with Team Secret now. STALWART Esports. One of them does get confirmed. Top does get knocked and confirmed right there. So STALWART Esports down to 3 players. Max. Team Secret also down to 3. Blue behind on Team Secret's backside. They will be forced to push this or try and rotate away, but most likely they're going to take this fight. If they try running away now, they're just going to get knocked. BTR gets taken out. Back onto Team Secret fight. I think they just got a... Oh, one of the STALWART's players actually got Zuxi there. And STALWART's down to 2 players now. Getting third party on this defense. This is the go-ahead for Team Secret to push ever so closer. Still not in zone. STALWART Esports with 6 kills already. Trying to fight maybe 1 too many teams and losing 2 players. Team Secret no vehicles though. Trying to rotate away from STALWARTs, but they get caught by NIGMA Galaxy instead. FAZE taking a fight with RC. A fight across the roads. I don't believe either team is going to push across the road for this as it is super risky. But actually, with that zone shift, FAZE is in zone right now, but they're probably going to want to take that next compound, and that knock is their opening. They might not get another opening knock. So we'll see if they decide to take the push. BCS down to 1 player. Taking a fight with 4 rivals. The other 4 rivals player pushes up closer. Skylar has that grenade in hand. RC has 4 players up. They get that revive. So FaZe Clan does decide not to push over. It is a very difficult push to push over across that road, so I'm not too surprised that they decided not to push, especially given the circle. Skylar trying to get some shots through the smokes, but he misses a huge majority of them. And Skylar does go down. 4 rivals will try and get the revive and reset onto 2 of their players. Infinity coming into the game. 7 kills already. Oh, it was a mini. I thought he had a bolt action for a second. Infinity looking for a rotation into the zone. I think they did find a pocket area. Well, not really a pocket, but just a low ground right underneath church. It's definitely a position that's workable. Oh, actually, it's not the low ground beneath church. Infinity actually rotated into the hillside right next to church, and they're using those smokes to try and stay alive because we saw CS CRYPTICS. They did have a member on top of the church that is probably taking shots onto the Infinity team right now. Infinity making a really nice rotation here. We see that they're a very aggressive team early on, but in this situation, I mean, they're still taking shots, but they prioritize a rotation to go in front of CS And they're in a position that they can stay alive in from multiple angles too. So this is a position that the Infinity knew beforehand, definitely not by chance. So early on, using the aggression teamwork to pick up the kill points, and then using their rotational knowledge to cut ahead of CRYPTICS. Because if Infinity decided to take a fight against CRYPTICS, it would be a very difficult one with CRYPTICS having a position up on the church and 2 players further up set up in the zone. So Infinity are now just trying to stay alive. One player gets knocked to a third party, and then another one goes down to a grenade. This could be CRYPTICS' chance. Yep. And just as I was congratulating Infinity on those rotations, well, maybe Infinity learned a valuable lesson here. That rotation in front of CRYPTICS in this position usually does not favor them all too well. Maybe next time we'll just see them try and take the challenging fight of CRYPTICS head on at the church and then moving on. And that's what scrims are for. It's for testing these rotations and seeing how viable it is to stay alive. And based on what I just saw, I don't think you do that 8 times, like 9 times, 8 times, let's just say 7 times out of 10. You cut in front of a team at the church, you can stay alive for a little bit, but that's an easy push for the team at the church to wipe them out. We didn't see any players of CRYPTICS get knocked, and also Infinity got third-partied by 2 other teams, I believe. You see CRYPTICS with only 2 kills. Infinity had 4 players, though. So 2 of them got killed by a different team. FAZE making the push over, realizing they have to go in. FAZE trying to take this position over now. FAZE does get a very nice hillside to work with, and that hillside advantage, the TPP, gives them 2 opening knocks, gets the third maybe. Oh, the third player does go down. It's a 2v1 situation, 1v1 situation for FAZE. Ventorez versus Marshall. Ventorez, oh, Marshall on the high ground. Well, clean that one up. FAZE with a beautiful push, but it was not enough. If FAZE won that fight right there, we could have seen a completely different ending for this match. But CRYPTICS will stay alive. Beautiful defense out of CRYPTICS. It was a 4v2, I think, because 2 of CRYPTICS went down so quickly. Rejects getting them circles, staying alive at that compound, and getting more zones later on. It's down to 3 teams. We got MSC, Miss CHONBURI with 4 players up, CRYPTICS with 3, and the Reject teams with 4. The grenade! Sarah trying to pop up closer to find some potential knocks, some potential information, but Sarah, oh, just running into the wide open. That player will go down. The second player also goes down trying to go for that revive. And CRYPTICS also getting knocked, maybe to the side of Rejects or MSC. I'm not sure. It's actually MSC right there knocking another player of CRYPTICS. So the Rejects team pretty much in full control. It's just Sarah that's knocked that could get revived. But the 2 players of MSC, definitely not savable right there. And notice how the Rejects team is putting up more pressure before going for that revive. Sarah has a little bit more time to bleed. So the 3 players are actively shooting. Maybe get another knock. Maybe force the other team to think twice about pushing to try and confirm their initial knock onto Sarah. CRYPTICS getting knocked over and over again, but still going for those revives, trying to keep 3 players alive as the circle keeps shifting away from them. It's a full reset. Oh! Just as I about to say, it's a full reset for everybody. Another player of MSC goes down. Sarah with the grenade. He hit 1. Just throw a little bit to the right. Oh, that one should be good. Does get the second knock. MSC. 2 players up. The spray through the smoke. Almost getting that one. That's another player down. MSC just down to 1 player. And the Reject team taking shots across both sides. Taking multiple fights right now with 2 teams all together at the same time. And the Rejects team does get the circle again. The Rejects team don't even have to risk a push because of the rest of everyone else has got to push towards them. And the Rejects have the ridge to work with. Sarah peeks a little bit too long. Gets knocked. 3 of Rejects still up. I don't want to see a revive. This is pretty much it. The final few zones. They got to keep up the pressure And that is the pressure they needed. The reject or the CRYPTICS gets taken out, and immediately Divine goes over to the right side. Because they wipe out a team, they can elect to go for that revive, as the MSC team is CHONBURI playing it a little bit slower. We already see the rejects team getting multiple angles. Miss CHONBURI cornered to an NC bitty little spot of land, and Divine gets one. And just like that, the second they try and take some more shots to get the trade, it is indeed the rejects team that take the very first game. I'll say they did get the zones leading into the late game, so it was an easier game for the rejects team. But hey, that's part of Battle Royale. Sometimes you get lucky with the zones, and honestly, sometimes you get the zones and you still die and you can't close it out. So rejects doing a really good job of staying alive, keeping their players together, not overextending, and also picking up the kills. Rejects will walk away with the first chicken dinner of the night. And we're on, I guess we'll just go to the analysis portion of the desk now. So let's see, let's mute this and take a look at, let's take a look at the very first fight that we saw. We saw it was Infinity versus, I believe, Damwon Gaming, right? It was a pretty close fight. Got a little bit scary. So let's jump around here. So initially in the fight, now this is from an outside perspective. I don't know what the team comms were like. I don't know, what information these players knew, but we know everything because we were watching the game, right? So Infinity do a really good job of isolating or figuring out which fight they want to take. So here you saw they grouped up as two on the motorcycle. Damwon Gaming, they don't have a lot of guns to really just shoot for free. The Uzi, trying to knock someone out of a moving vehicle will be extremely difficult to do. So Song doesn't take any shots here, which is fine. Infinity know it's a 4v3, and they did get information from the third player where one of the Damwon Gaming's players were, and so they decided to take this push, which is really good because that compound, pretty easy to fight in. A lot of cover too, so once you get here, you could just run into the buildings, no problem, right? We could actually turn on the game sound here for this part. So right here, I think, if I'm hearing this correctly, I might be wrong. It does sound like Nier is the one taking the shots. Maybe he spotted Favian just a little bit. In this type of situation, I think it's probably better for Favian not, or for Nier not to shoot. And this is assuming those gunshots were Nier's. So Nier's position has not yet been revealed up until now. The rest of Damwon Gaming is super focused on the players that pulled up. So if Nier just played quiet and just remained support and only shot if his teammates really needed him to help, there's a potential that this player's Song does not know Nier is here, and Song will try and run up to here and then, try and support like that, which will give Nier a free knock and kill potentially. So that's assuming those gunshots were Nier's. So that is one thing Infinity could have done to maybe, have an even more of an advantage. And Damwon Gaming, well, they're on the disadvantage right now. Not much that they could do. I think Damwon Gaming plays this pretty well, though, given the fact that it is a 3v4. Notice how the player Favian, he makes his way back towards his teammate's side where they could cover him on different angles, right? He has a player covering from the left side and a player covering him from the right side push. So Fabian does make a very good decision on where to play to get the support of his teammates. At this point, Nier's position is revealed. So he either has to make the cross to isolate this player 3v1, or he has to just stay here and take peak battles with Song. So he does have a smoke, decides to go for the cross instead. And Infinity decide to fully isolate this player in a 4v1 situation. Now, in my opinion, playing this way is extremely risky. It could go very badly very quickly, which is what we almost saw happen. I would rather Infinity, if I believe one of their players had a vehicle. If none of their players had a vehicle, this makes complete sense, right? But if a player had a vehicle, they could get an angle quite easily. Let me double check. I don't think any of them had a vehicle, though. Yeah. So, with Infinity not having any vehicles, this is probably the correct play. Just group up together. You don't want to try and find a flank on a player on foot, because if that player spots you out and you're running on foot wide in the open, you will get knocked and you will get thirsted. So, they isolate this one player. Damwon Gaming plays this as best as possible. And given the fact that Infinity also don't have any vehicles, I would say Infinity also play this best as possible. So this was a very close fight. Of course, the right-hand side peek does come out clutch right there. Fabian playing that extremely well. So Forest, no meds, 1 HP. I think this is the point when the call should have been made to just push, right? If they don't push and the enemy gets that revive, you're at more of a disadvantage than you are right now. So no meds, just go for the push. They can't run away. And if they just stay here and don't push, then Infinity just get the revive, like I mentioned. So I think a push should have happened here. Forrest basically trades a lot of his HP to get that knock. And he trades the HP, the revive goes through, and that player heals up. So he trades the HP for essentially nothing. Now that Infinity know about Forrest angle, right there, Newsy finds that angle, takes out Forrest, and at this point, it's a 4v2. They isolate Fabian even further. Forrest, which was Fabian's biggest support, goes down, and they utilize that high ground. They climb up on top, and that pretty much does the fight for Infinity. So, very well done by Infinity. Let me make sure the next match hasn't started yet. Give me a second, guys. All right, next match has not started yet. All right, let's analyze another fight. Another fight that I kind of liked watching was Stalwart's fight. Stalwart's fight was pretty good. There's a lot of just rotational fights here. So Stalwarts, we didn't see how they got to this position, but notice how just the second we see them, they already have at least one player playing a different angle. You always kind of want to do it this way. The issue with having 4 players here and then sending one player to this angle is that the enemy team will probably be focused on you when you have players over here, and they'll notice or they'll see something with a player getting a different angle, and then they'll be more careful, they'll be more aware. So when you're rotating and playing formations, it is a little risky to not be grouped up together, but if your players are very experienced, they could do their own pathing and rotation, and they could scout by themselves to get the different angle. And I think this is what actually gives Stalwart's Esports the first knock of the fight with Deadeyes. I think if we keep this playing a little bit, you'll see right here, one of the players gets knocked. Yep, right there. That player does indeed get knocked. And notice the other thing. So you have one player on an off angle flank that the enemy players aren't aware of, just given their formation and how they got there. You have two other players pushing up, getting a little bit closer. So when you have four players, you have one player do the off angle flank, which needs to be done before the fight kind of even happens to be very successful. And then your other two players just push up a little bit closer to the enemy to get more information. And the reason why you want to use two players here is because it's basically a little bit more risky because they're getting closer to the enemy and the enemy is focused on their side. So you want a buddy system in case one of you gets knocked. So an instant revive comes out. And of course, the fourth player wants to stay furthest away. This fourth player is very important because we don't know how the fight's going to happen. We don't know if another team's going to come here. So let's just say, for example, another team pushes this way, all right? Well, because this player stays further back and is already here, he can help out and cover his teammate if he needs to exit. And just like this player here, he can also cover his teammates here if one of them get knocked and he sees the enemy team pushing up. So you have the off angle flank player, which needs to be done in advance. Let's go over this one more time. The off angle flank player, right? This player needs to be in this position in advance. You have the two entry fraggers, which just work together to get more information, get closer and closer, put more and more pressure, maybe find that second knock, or even the initial opening can be done by the two entry fraggers. And then of course you have the player that stays back and covers everything to make sure if something happens that they're not prepared for, they have a better chance of resetting and keeping all four members alive. So this formation, this 1-2-1, is used very well by STALWART Esports right here. Very effective roles to have in an isolated 4v4 situation. And even if it's not an isolated 4v4, you keep that player in the far backside to make sure everything is as safe as possible. So if they do get third partied, they have a chance to reset. Now here you see right here you see they pushed together over here. They secured that spot down. So what I like about this is top then moves over to this position to get a different angle, but still very close range to keep up the pressure. So if we rewind a little bit to the mini-map, right? This position has already established presence and pressure to cut this side in. These two players take a new angle to get closer, and they do it together just in case maybe one of the Deadeyes players, right, is over here, you know, next to the hill. You don't know. But they get close. They clear that area out. Now that they established that area for cover, they don't need two players here anymore, right? You don't need two players to do the job of one player. Just having one player there sees the same exact angles as having two players there. So now, because they have this pressure point established, and they also have this pressure point established, top moves over and gets a little bit closer to establish even more pressure. And if top goes down, he's already got a player in his back to cover him and help him out, right? And he's already got the cross covered if the enemy tries to run over on foot or use a vehicle to push. And of course, you still have the player in the back. This player in the back should not move until absolutely needed in the fight. This player is there to make sure if something goes wrong, he can help. If nothing's going wrong, he holds that position because he's not necessarily needed. So now we go up and advance here. So yeah, notice how action, he does check his flank right there. He knows the fight has gone on a little bit long. Action already gave up his position. So chances of action getting a knock, not that high. So he goes back and checks his flank to make sure his own flank is okay. Now top can peek a little aggressively here. If he gets knocked, action has his cover. Pika also has the cover. Now, Pika is deciding to push on closer. Because they have so many players up close now with multiple angles, as you can see right here, the call for STALWART has already been made. Look, they already know all our angles. If Deadeyes plays super passive, we're not going to be able to find another knock. Chances are we're going to have to push them. So Pika is leaving his position, and you'll see STALWARTs, they're going for a faster push here. They're not going to just push up and sit around and wait for another opening. They're going to really try and force it since Pika has left that anchor point position. So now the time is ticking, right? If Pika moves up and they all just sit around for a little bit, a third party can happen, and then STALWARTs will lose everything. So Pika gave up his position. So Top is already getting in the car and pushing closer. Fast forward some more here. Top does get that knock, and everybody's in position to make the push. And at this point, the fight's pretty much done. But it's the most difficult part is the initial 4v4. So I hope you guys learned something there. And the next match has started, so pretty good timing. ZooTay caster / analyst break segment is over. So let's go ahead and head on into the game. We're going to switch over to just the face cam real quick. 1 second. We'll be right with the game. And here we go. Alrighty. Game is now live. And we're in to match number 2. Got a pretty good plane path this time. Everybody should be able to get to where they want to. And this is also Aaron Go. We already have 2 teams dropping in Yasnaya. I can't really make out the team names right there. It's a little bit still trying. Oh, okay. Well, we see the circle. We got a military circle. Perfect. So we got DRS versus MSC right now. DRS versus MSC. MSC is Miss CHONBURI. Fighting in a very tricky area of the map to fight in. The Yasnaya apartment compounds. So many angles, so many buildings. And with it being TPP, it does pose a greater risk to run over it and push across from building to building. But it seems like it's a scrap fight. DRS kind of have a couple players of MSC surrounded, but overall MSC kind of have DRS surrounded. So we want to see DRS try and figure out where one of the enemy players are, figure out the angles of support that player might have, try and isolate a player and go for a push. And the longer this drags out, MSC kind of has a more of an advantage, but with the angles being so slim and just windows, right? Slim windows. It honestly could go either way. Whoever hits the first shots, and it is actually MSC that hits the first shot, but the trade immediately comes out. It's a 1-for-1 trade. We got a grenade coming in, and Yalzin will get the finish though. He'll get that thirst and pop. Oh, another trade coming out. I think MSC got another. DRS down to 2 players. And Miss Bon Cherie with 3 alive right now. That happened so fast, I don't even know what happened. There's no way I could analyze that fight right there. At least it was just so back and forth. But that's what I'm saying. The angles, there's so many windows. There's so many different angles. And if you play a little bit too fast, you might end up getting caught and losing more players than you would like. So actually, it's TG13 that got both of the kills. You see DRS immediately playing more defensive now since they realized, they were down a player and an angle gets caught and found. It's all down to Gyalzin. Gyalzin with the Uzi going for a very slim angle. Doesn't want to expose too much, but he is forced to run away here. Miss Bon Cherie knows it's a 3v1. Gyalzin going to try and run away here. I think he realizes this is a little bit too late, and Jasper gets that clean headshot. And Miss Bon Cherie taking out DRS and shooting the boxes. Always nice to see box shooting. All right, I'm reading the chat right now. It's I'm on a 3-minute delay. All right, so military circle. Curious to see how these teams... Oh, we got a hot drop in Pachinki, too. We got 2 teams in Pachinki fighting each other. Thank you guys for the donations and the memberships, by the way. But I'm on a delay, so I can't really thank you when it happens. But I do appreciate it. So we got NIGMA Galaxy versus D Xavier. A 4v4 situation. Freak on the backside, just like Lamborghini on the backside. So both teams holding a very similar formation, but Ralph running around a little bit, gets caught, and Ralph goes down. D Xavier with advantage. They have to make sure they play this correctly, though. It looks like they will be able to confirm that kill without losing anybody. Hamudi almost getting taken out, also on top of the roof. NIGMA Galaxy. Freak's position in the far back does come into play. He gets a knock. It's now a 3v3 situation. The tables have reset, and now NIGMA Galaxy going aggressive. They want to take advantage of the knock they just get. Oh, what the? Did he just knock that player through the smoke like that? Lord, getting drop shotted right there by the UMP. D Xavier just down to 1 player, gets shot in the back right there. D Xavier in a 1v2? Or was it a 1v3 or 1v2? It was indeed a 1v2. NIGMA Galaxy come out on top. It was actually D Xavier that got the opening knock. And you can see here, pushing is very risky. You got to make sure you do it correctly and make sure you take in account all the angles, because D Xavier got the opening knock, but they end up losing the fight in the initial 4v3 after the knock. Team Infinity camping the bridge of RC. RC trying to cross. Divine forced to go down into the waters. See a box right there, so I do believe that might be an RC player's box. Oh, Newsy almost goes down to that car explosion. Getting really lucky there. God, Tony spots Divine, blows up the boat. Doesn't confirm that kill, though. You see Nier in the water trying to swim around to find the other swimmer. Oh, but Nier gets caught by Duelo. Oh, and then Duelo falls down. Lean peeks a little bit too hard, and now Duelo. Well, Duelo's also swimming with the fishes now, so unfortunate for the RC team. I do think RC is just down to 2 players. Fishing with grenades now. Using the smokes. If you guys didn't know, if you smoke the water and there's a person swimming at that angle, it's easier to spot. And oh, Divine pops up and actually knocks one of the Infinity players. But Tunny with a quick reaction gets both. And that is the Rejects team eliminated from the lobby. The winners of match number 1 eliminated very early on. Infinity with 4 kills onto the Reject team, losing just Nier. Not too terrible of a trade. Here comes 4 rivals. Try and take advantage of the third party, so to say, as Infinity team didn't get their full reset, and Infinity now down to just 1 player. That fight at the bridge definitely took a little bit too long, as we are having a military circle. and that is Infinity getting taken out. The fight with Rejects definitely took way too long given a military circle. They should have been prepared for a potential team rotating across the bridge, and they came over just in time to take out the Infinity team before they could reset. BTR running into STALWART's Esports. This is a huge fight. Zuxi actually gets the opening knock onto STALWART's Esports, and you see BTR, a very aggressive team. Not letting STALWARTS have any chance to breathe, but maybe a little bit too aggressive. Okay, BTR don't lose any members on that fast push, but did they put themselves in a tough situation? Scry almost getting the lock onto Liquid. And Top does get the knock onto Liquid. Liquid is knocked, and Scry with the flank right now. Already flanking around BTR. BTR moved really fast on the first push, but then they stopped moving. If you're going to play fast and aggressive, you got to keep adapting to what the enemy players do. And Scry just adapted a little bit faster. We saw BTR go for the push, and then they stopped. They didn't know what to do next, and they put themselves in a terrible position. That's why I was saying BTR playing very aggressive, but is it a little bit too aggressive? Just driving straight towards the knocked player is not always the correct play, and Scry with a beautiful off-angle flank gets Luxy, and now BTR just down to one player. STALWART's Esports having the first player knocked on the STALWART's Esports side, but ending up potentially about to win this 3v4 against BTR. The stream is lagging a little bit. I have no control over that. STALWART's Esports does find the last player of BTR right there. So BTR, the issue with BTR's push is that they pushed in a straight, direct, head-on line towards one direction. BTR should have spread out a little bit on multiple sides on that push so they could get more information, and getting surrounded is less likely to happen. So STALWART's Esports with a really good defense there. BTR, I like the aggression, but if stopped a little bit too short, they needed to keep moving and adapting to where the enemy players are, and unfortunately they just kind of slowed down and choked up a little bit right there. So we do have a military island. We're seeing a lot of teams having issues trying to cross the bridge. Multiple players and teams running into bridge campers. And the circle is all the way to the southwest. More than half the lobby is still stuck at the bridges. Deadeyes guys taking a fight with another team camping on the bridge. And right behind Deadeyes guys is CRYPTICS, also looking to cross the bridge. So, multiple teams right now fighting at the bridge. Deadeyes guys lose some of their players to 4 rivals. 4 rivals. Definitely in the better bridge camping position because they are on the side of the bridge that everyone else is trying to get to. And, oh, getting knocked long range. That could be the push. Deadeyes guys split 1-1. Turu Love Sir needs to take a fight by himself. Can he solo 1v2 here? The rest of the CRYPTICS team holding a 2-2 formation. Oh, the UMP just a little bit too strong, and Love Sir goes down. Deadeyes guys just down to 1 last remaining player. Might have just to jump off the bridge and take a swim at this point. Illusion Shred is actually going to decide to stay on the bridge and cause as much pain and trouble for the side of CRYPTICS, but CRYPTICS does take him out. Now CRYPTICS just has to deal with 4 rival. 4 rivals, by the way, have 4 player up, and they have the zone priority on their side, so 4 rival can camp them as much as they want, and the longer CRYPTICS team take, the more damage they take in the blue, and the less of a fighting chance they have to push over. Oh, very nice cover fire, very nice spray. And they'll get the opening knock. And 4 rivals deciding that the gatekeep might just be better done from within the zone. And oh! What is that? What is Lazy Boy? What is that grenade by Lazy Boy? CRYPTICS! Lazy Boy just grenaded 2 of his own teammates. I am at a loss of words right now for what I just saw. He must have thought he was throwing a smoke, but instead it was a grenade. And he just grenaded 2 of his teammates. Alright, what teams do we have left? We got FAZE, we got STALWART's Esports, we also got BCS, I believe I saw right there. Team Secret trying to make it into the zone, coming in super late, taking a lot of blue damage. One of them does go down to the blue zone. And oh, FaZe using the 3-man buggy strat. If all you have is a buggy, but you have 3 players, you could just jump a player on top of the hood of the car and drive them around that way. So that is a trick if you're short on vehicles. Will Chinese teams face difficulty playing in TPP as they are more accustomed to FPP? I wouldn't say it's difficulties. They'll need to adjust a little bit, but the strategies that they utilize in FPP work in TPP as well. It is definitely harder to play aggressive in TPP, but the Chinese play their FPP aggression so perfectly that the same methods and strategy and techniques still apply to TPP, because we saw last year in TPP, the Chinese still played aggressive and they still took out a lot of teams and got a lot of kill points. And it's not just last year, it was every year. The Chinese teams pretty much has been on top. There were some years, like one year BTR came in first place over Top Esports. Top Esports got second place that year in Malaysia. But Top Esports was using their secondary lineup because their main lineup was busy playing PEL. And we've seen other international tournaments where the Chinese teams did get, beaten by BTR. But we'll see what happens this year in PMGC, as PMGC is definitely the biggest and most prestigious global tournament. So we'll see this year if China can keep #1 again. But to answer your question, I do not think so. Next circle coming out here. And it does shift up north onto the main islands. 4 rival down to 2 players. Maybe they'll look to group up and defend that compound. STALWART's Esports playing a 2-2 split here. I think that player will definitely move back to the rest of his team on top of the high ground. And you saw Scribe, before he rotated out, he fired his gun to maybe make other teams think that compound is taken. And NIGMA Galaxy getting into fight with Damwon Gaming. Damo Gaming pushing in from the outside, getting that fight. Oh, getting the flank, and Scry running into Hamudi. 1v1. Scry goes for that drop shot, and Scry does end up winning that 1v1. That drop shot coming in huge. Damo Gaming with 4 players left alive. This could be a big one for them. BCS coming into the scene, getting a knock on Scry. BCS from distance. Damo Gaming. I don't think they realized that STE is down to 3 players and one of them is knocked, but now is the push. They are going to push up closer. The revive has come out. Damo Gaming with 4. Oh, that knock would have been huge. That player. Definitely thinking he got that knock as he stopped firing for a second and then realized the knock did not happen. And, oh, Pika getting a K9 shot. I do think I saw a hit marker for Rival. Defending in a 1v2 situation, back and forth. Of course, just getting flanked around right there. That is FAZE coming in. 4 teams left alive. STALWART Esports still trying to hold this line down, hold this defense down against Damo Gaming. Oh, Pika getting headshot right there. Justice almost getting another knock onto STALWART Esports. Damo Gaming will go for that push. Grenade comes out. That could be huge. Does not connect though. Damo Gaming trying to get more angles. Surround and pincer these players in. Top with the UMP. Oh, Top with the beautiful shot. Onto the player on the back, and then Top going aggressive, getting another one. Damo Gaming. Top is going to go for a 1v4 maybe, and the Molotov comes out. I don't know whose Molotov that is, but oh, Top gets drop shotted. But the trade comes through. Damo Gaming just down to 1 player. 2v1. Scry goes for that drop shot as well. And Damo Gaming is taken out. STE, Top STALWART Esports with a total of 10 kills right now and 3 players alive. I think it might be a 2v3? 10 players left alive. Take a look at the minimap real quick. Oh, yeah, 3v3v3. Wait, 3v3v4. BCS does have 4 players up. So, the STE of China was in a phenomenal, amazing team. And I will have to say STALWART Esports, also a phenomenal team. We got STE versus STE coming up in the PMGC East side. It should be very spicy to watch. Neither of these teams are in zone besides BCS. BCS has a very good opportunity to third party, as both STALWART Esports and FAZE are looking for a better position in this next zone, but there's not a lot of good positions, so these 2 teams might just be forced to fight each other before they can really commit to a fight to BCS. Zone is slowly closing. Oh, FAZE actually gets the opening onto BCS. This changes a lot. BCS was the team with the man advantage and the zone advantage, but after that knock, it could be anyone's game now. Breaking into the next zone, and Scry getting a beautiful quick burst headshot onto Corpy. Corpy taken down. And, oh, he's not going to miss this one. Oh, his scope is too big. He misses the player just running wide over into the open. A little bit of a missed opportunity here. But STALWART Esports, they got to go to the next position as the zone is closing in. And it seems like Top has found a position to play with. Scry, try and find his position. And the car explosion will do it in for him. And good shots by the FaZe clan. Very good play by Ventores. Ventores snuck into the zone earlier on, which pretty much was the trap and lynch point for STALWART Esports. So STALWART Esports had the high ground, but couldn't figure out where Ventores was. And that's going to be the death of STALWART Esports. BCS did get the revive onto their 4th player. It's going to be a 4v3 situation, assuming STALWART Esports does get taken out from the different angles or the oncoming grenades. And there you go. It will be Critical Tomato with the grenade. STALWART Esports out in 3rd place. 4v3 situation. FaZe with 3. STALWART with, or not STALWART, BCS with 4. But Critical Tomato gets knocked. So now it is a 3v3 situation. Critical Tomato did get knocked at the off angle side. So chances are he will not be able to get revived. Player shooting through that blown up UAS, through the windows, almost gets one. BCS make another move, bro. Corpi gets knocked. 3v2. Advantage goes to BCS. And I do think BCS will end up taking out this game. Unless if he gets that trade. FaZe Ventores. Now we're down to a 2v2 situation. Just constant back and forth. Knocks back and forth trades. BCS will try and get that revive though. So BCS will try and make it turn back into 3v2. And another player of FaZe actually did get knocked. So FaZe Ventores is the last alive. He's got to do something crazy. He's got to do a huge play, gets one, goes down to 1 HP. We'll get that first aid off. BCS might just get the full reset even. As Critical Tomato was knocked and just bleeding out very slowly this entire time. So BCS will reset to 4 unless if that grenade is good. It does get the thirst, which is huge because that player no longer gets revived. But it is still a 3v1 situation for Ventores. Ventores with a really clean knock. Back to a 1v2, which will soon, once again, be a 1v3. And the grenade finally comes through for BCS. That player was sneaking up the whole entire time to get within nade distance. And BCS will take your 2nd chicken dinner of the day. The first chicken dinner of the day going over to a Japanese team of Rejects. The 2nd chicken dinner also going over to the Japanese team of BCS. Are back for intermission. Back to the face cam. I need some water, so I'm gonna go get some water, and I'll be right back. I do have a BRB screen, so be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. Give me like uno minute. 1 minute. I'll put on some music.
Read my eyes, do I want to stay? If you thought you weren't made that way, it's the choices we make. We give and take, and I know you will keep trying. Said I think I know what you mean. Pretty good for a dumb machine. And you gave me that smile. We stood there for a while. That was when you woke me up. emotions made of steel. What was I supposed to feel? I didn't want to take chances. Past romances were telling me I just crash again. I said I think I know what you mean. Pretty good for a you gave me that smile. Stood there for a while. That was when you woke me up. All this time, I didn't know I had my heart on standby. That it is love that I am feeling inside. What it means to be a human.
We got scores. This is just match 2 ranking scores. So this was just a game that was just played. These are not overall scores. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh, on air talent, that would be me. Alright, guys. So, got my water. Next match starts in like 2 minutes. Fix up my hair. By the way, if there's any ladies watching, I am single. I'm just running out of things to say, so that's why I said that. Okay, ZooTay down bad. I do have an analysis segment I would like to do for you guys, so let's go ahead and run that, okay? we're going to do a quick analysis segment on the BTR push onto STALWART's Esports. So, BTR get the opening knock if we remember. Let's see the very beginning of this fight. Let's see if we can catch this from the very, very beginning. So we get a better idea of how this started. So BTR is on rotation. The player in the back gets shot at. One of the players stops and gets an insane knock. Like, player stops. Liquid also stops. Tries to switch cars. And then Zuxi gets a nice little off angle. So what we saw here, was the player came in from, as a team, they drove this way. The players here shot at them. And this player, Action, was still focused on this area. So Zuxi came in at an off angle and got the opening knock. So that was really well done. But hold on. Let me make sure we don't miss the next match. Okay. All right. But afterwards was when things kind of fell apart. So BTR, they want to go aggressive, which is good. You can always take a 4v3. So the problem is right here. They have one person. Well, that one person is in an okay position. The problem is Action was knocked here and BTR send all three players in one position. Like, the thing I want people to realize and learn, as the next match is already about to begin, so I can't really go too much in depth, is number utilization. We saw STALWART's Esports in the first game, how they never grouped up too many players, and at most they grouped up 2. And the second 2 group players are grouped up together and that area is clear, one player split off and found a different angle. BTR here, grouped up together as 3, pressed towards one area, and they did confirm the kill. But now in this situation, you see how the player in the far back earlier gave up that position and came over. And that anchor player is what I was talking about. The anchor player needs to stay further back to make sure everything is okay. And this led to the opening by STALWART's Esports when they got the flank. So that's it. We're going to go ahead and head into the next match now. And oh, hold on. And voila. Okay, we're on to the next match. Match number 3. We're back on to Miramar. This time the playing path is much better than the first one. Teams are a little bit more spread out now. We still see teams dropping on each other for their hot drop contestants, such as El Pozo. Let me make sure I get the sound going. There we go. Now that we got sound, and let me turn off the music. Oh, music is turned off already. Okay. Checking the stream right now to make sure everything's good, or it looks good. All right, yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't have the sound on earlier when I was doing that quick little analysis segment. It's fine. And stop telling me match has started. I'm on a 3-minute delay, guys. Alright. Oh! Hamudi getting a knock on to Damwon Gaming, and that player is going to bleed out. He's shot super low. Hamudi almost getting a second player right there. Song having to fall back. Oh, the scar from long range. Forrest prone on the roof. Goes for another one onto Hamudi. Hamudi almost gets knocked. And oh, Hamudi does get knocked by Forrest. Oh, Forrest was a player all the way on the other side. Forrest with the prone scar L 200 meters gets 2 insane knocks onto NIGMA Galaxy, but NIGMA Galaxy still have the advantage here as they have 2 players up, pushing up really close. DWG will try and get that revive, and the player has to readjust. He hears that grenade coming, and Song does get thirsted. NIGMA Galaxy getting a full reset here potentially. Forrest with 2 really insane knocks, but now he's got to push up closer to take a 2v4 situation. Very one-sided fight right now so far. DWG. Nice cover right there. Does manage to stay safe. He's got the grenade. This could be... Oh! Lord Almighty. Lord Almighty. Lord with the UMP. Just bop instantly. Pretty insane shots right there. Down 1 Gaming. Down to 1. It is just Forrest with his Scar L Iron Sight. That was so strong earlier, but I don't think he could do a 1v4. Where is ya gal? I do not have a girlfriend. I'm reading the chat right now because nothing's happening. ZooTay needs some tattoos. Oh, sorry. Forrest tries to... Yeah, 1v4. I don't think it's going to happen. Yep. Okay. I do plan on getting tattoos in the future. I have a tattoo idea. I'm not going to share it on stream, though, because I feel like people are going to hate on it, so I'm not going to say it. But I do plan on getting a tattoo. And I am now reading the chat and not casting as seriously, because casting as a solo is pretty difficult. And it's pretty tiring. Yalzen, trying to be like Spider-Man here. Spider-Galzen, Spider-Galzen. What do they call him? Spider-Galzen, Spider-Galzen, Spider-Galzen. When you need him, Spider-Galzen. Yalzen making it up there with that buggy. Beautiful climb. Very well done by Yalzen. Let's see if he can hit some insane shots up there as well. That position, definitely a strong one. Should I just keep my face cam on? I think people said they wanted my face cam on. It's a little more entertaining with my face cam on, right? I'll make it smaller. So, like... Alright, Deadeyes, guys, getting into a fight with Xavier. Deadeyes with only 2 players. That SKS, he cannot tap it fast enough. Deadeyes, guys, down to 1 player. Did we miss half the fight? I'm pretty sure by the time the camera turned on here, Deadeyes was down to 2 players. So, Shifusur, last alive, trying to run away. Xavier definitely on the hunt. You see them with the vehicles trying to hunt down this free kill point at this point if it's a 4v1. Shifu just trying to stay alive here. Staying alive. Staying alive. Oh. This could be a free knock for him. Oh, he gets a headshot, but it's not a knock. That player will drive off with the buggy, and the cover fire is there. His position is compromised. Frankie 007 with the grenade. But a third party does not save Shifu. It is STALWART Esports with the third party. I would put my money that STALWART Esports win this fight. Extremely talented team, especially when it comes to taking fights here. And on the mini-map, we see that yellow looks like a different colored yellow. No, but it is the same yellow. Okay. All right. STALWART Esports. Let's pay attention to see how they take this fight. STALWART Esports, definitely a team that knows how to take fights. They could mess this up here, but they know Xavier has the high ground advantage and they can't push across. So instead, they're going to push around them to get the angles necessary, and it comes up huge. Lamborghini goes down. Action with the off-angle push in a way, but his off-angle push is supported by the rest of his team. So even if that player started shooting at him, the rest of STALWARTs can help out. So we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a mini analysis on this after this game. But if you can't push straight ahead on into an enemy, because that is how Xavier's defense was set up, you could try and push to the left of them in a similar straight line and then try and just get the better shots in. But STALWARTs getting caught by a third party themselves. Pika goes down. 4 rivals is here. Everybody wants to get in on the third party action. So STALWART Esports will lose 1 player there, but they do also pick up 1 kill point as well. I got some food. I'm hungry. So I'm going to eat some dumplings right now. As Top is on top of the mountain. Still fighting with Xavier. Look at that zone. Top with the shots. Oh, you do not disrespect Top like that. Oh, you do not disrespect Top like that. When Top is shooting, you gotta look at him, or he's gonna kill you. I mean, Top is on top. Good shots by Top. FAZE taking some long range shots. Hamudi is knocked. Probably won't get finished. Yeah. Looking to get that confirmation. Ventorez with the 8x mini. I want to see him pop some heads here. And we're back onto the map. Circle is closing. We're about to get the next shift. Still got quite a few teams left alive here. FaZe Clan. Ventorez looking to get the second player of NIGMA Galaxy. NIGMA Galaxy. Freak with the 8x as well. Oh, the SLR! Pops a few shots. Pushes that player back. As I think Ralph trying to go for a grenade. Tony K is knocked by Lord. Lord had some insane shots earlier with the UMP in the city. So I think Lord is also the player that got the knocks right there. Ventorez versus Lord, 1v1 maybe? Lord is going to back off a little bit as he hears that player pressuring him. Lord would rather utilize his teammates than take isolated 1v1. So Lord is actually going to back off. That does give FaZe a chance to go for a revive. RC, meanwhile, taking some long-range shots at 4 rivals. That player probably just could not make it past on the rotation. DRS getting a kill onto Team Secret. Mafia Ninja. Oh! I will eat a dumpling to that headshot. That was beautiful. I got nothing else to say other than oh and eat my dumpling. Not only that, that player is forced to crawl down from the mountain to get revived. So that knock takes away that strong position up top. But TRS, or Team Secret, they got to keep rotating. They run into another DRS member. They probably think it's a different team, though. This DRS is so split up right now, which is good. It works out. They could still get pinched right now with the info that the player AJ is passing over. And indeed, here comes the rest of DRS. Gyalzen coming in. They're wanting to trap this Team Secret team in. Team Secret probably thinks it's a completely different team. So they're trying to turn the other way around. And they're just getting caught right now. AJ with the really good knock right there. Y2K with the okay. And he's down too. Mika Boy with the sniper. Can he get 4 back-to-back? Headshots with the sniper. He gets 1 knock, but he does go down. Mika Boy with some really good reflexes, some really good shots, but it was not enough to beat the likes of DRS. DRS taking out Team Secret. I wish I had more dumplings. Hey ZooTay, can you chew any louder? The answer is yes, I can. Is Momo dumpling? Momo is the poly dumpling. I would love some Momo. I would love some more Momo. Give me all the Momos. I'm hungry. Alright, back to the game. I'm still casting here. Circle shifted towards the east. FaZe forced to go on a rotation. They will disengage that fight with NIGMA Galaxy that we saw earlier. FaZe down to 3 players. Core Pie is out. BTR right there at that compound on the edge of zone. Looking nice. But not looking nice enough as Infinity want to rough them up and maybe make them a little ugly here. Luxy does run back in time before he gets caught. We see STALWART's Esports getting into fight as well in the kill feed. Infinity, Mela, 4v4 situation. Grenades back and forth. Liquid gets the opening onto Near. And the 4th player of BTR coming in from an off angle. So this defense was a little bit of a split defense, which could come in huge because he could come in on the off angle without Infinity realizing. Can he find the angle though? That is the question. Or will Infinity manage to find a grenade opening here? Newsy getting third-partied, running over into the open. Of course, with the kill feed being hidden, BTR does not realize an Infinity player has been knocked. So they're going to still play it slow and wait to get a knock of their own. Zuxi playing it safe on the off angle. No need for him to get too overly aggressive and flank all the way around because they don't have complete information of the Infinity lineup. And of course, there's other teams close by that could third party. Infinity throw down a smoke wall and they're going to push together once again like we saw the other fight. They want to take an isolated fight. But if the player plays correctly defensively, Infinity should go down here. The Infinity team using brute force does manage to knock one. I think they knocked two of BTR. No, just only one of BTR. And this is the issue. This is the problem with grouping up and pushing all together. It worked the first time around in a 4v3 situation that we saw in Miramar. But hold that thought as Newsy. He's not done yet. Newsy ain't done yet. But we see how risky it is to push all together. The angles come in. BTR get the surround. Oh, Zuxi. Yikes. That grenade. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So Infinity, they come out on top. But it did get very scary grouping up, pushing together like that. It makes it easier for the defending team to counter push and surround and get more angles. But I do understand why. They did get knocked by a different team earlier. So that third party potential from distance definitely does force the fight more closer together. So in that situation, yeah, pushing together, now that I think about it, not too bad of a choice. But you see why you don't want to push right next to each other if you don't have to. You'd rather use those util, find those angles, and work quick but efficiently. Now the circle has gone up into the El Pozo area. We got DRS alive, STALWART Esports alive, BCS alive, FAZE trying to defend against BCS, but BCS coming in from the southern edge, working in from the zone. FAZE now down to 2 players, trying to stay alive. Ben Torres realizes that position is too compromised and tries to drive away, but he will go down to CRYPTICS. And then I do believe BCS, indeed, Zussi finishes out the last member of FAZE. That is FAZE out in 9th place. STALWART Esports taking some shots towards the reject team. Sara is... Ooh, Duelo gets knocked and thirsted, and then Sara gets blown up. It's all down to Reiji. Oh, 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 ah. Oh my god! Why'd the camera change? Okay, I think he got the first aid off. He will stay alive. Oh my god, he was getting just tapped left and right, left and right. Won't manage to stay alive though. Ooh, that car is blown up. Wait, Infinity coming in behind, and Nuzi does get taken down by 4 rivals. Infinity about to play spoiler for BCS right there. CRYPTICS didn't get the shots off in time. STALWARTs with 7 kills, down to 2 players, and the circle shifts out into the middle of nowhere, wide in the open. STALWARTs does have a very close zone now, and oh, headshot, body shot. Justice almost gets taken down. Action. Bringing the action to Justice right there. BCS does come into zone with 3 alive. They did lose 1 player. Action, still getting them knocks. Oh, we'll get the finish as well onto Sara with the headshot. Beautiful shots. The Mini, by the way, a very popular gun for the STALWART Esports team. They like using that Mini. They pick up that Mini a lot, putting it to good use too. They use the Mini like they would use an M16, but just fired a little bit slower, a little bit more controlled, because it does have more recoil. Top of 5 kills. Action with 4 kills. Both players with minis in their hands. DRS is going to push this compound and clear out the buildings one by one before they move in. They don't want to go too far ahead and then get shot in the back by a solo player or a duo, whatever the case may be. And they feel like they have cleared that building, and Mafia Ninja is going to drive on down, driving into the zone. We'll try. Oh, I was just saying they got to clear all their angles, and, well, I mean, that's a tricky spot to clear out. They did drive a little bit too far ahead. They have 4 players alive, though, so they could get that full reset. There we go. They take out the player. They clear out that side. They could get that full reset if they go quick enough. NIGMA Galaxy also looking to take that spot potentially, as they are another team that's not in zone. But DRS playing this really well. Oh, the headshot! Reiji has gotten shot so many times. Oh, he gets shot again. And action with the mini. So deadly. Oh, Reiji forced to. Oh, AJ missing 39 bullets out of 40 right there. He got 1 hit marker with that full-on spray. It happens, though. Everybody misses their shots from time to time. Freak goes down. NIGMA Galaxy gets eliminated. We're down to 4 teams. We have got the Reject team. Oh, Reject is taken out finally by STALWART Esports. And we're down to 3 teams. Got a 4v3v2, and STALWART Esports, though, gets grenaded. Or, no, Critical Tomato gets a knock right there. DRS gets the zone, and DRS also have 4 players alive. This is looking like a DRS chicken dinner. Chicken dinner. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. DRS finish out STALWART Esports. It is once again BCS into the late game. BCS were the winners of the last match. Not likely to win this one, though. They had no cover. They got run wide in the open. And DRS has 4, whereas BC just has 3. Oh, if he could get that knock, that would have been big. BCS really need at least 1 knock, and then they just need to hit the most insane shots of their lives as they run over into the open. Let's pay attention to the bottom left side of the screen. Let's look at the BCS side. One of the BCS players gets knocked too, so it's a 2v4 situation. And BCS, Critical Tomato, and Justice. Mr. Tomato goes down. He gets turned into ketchup out there as he is squashed and being burned under the sun, and Justice taking a very quick peek, but 4 players shooting back, and that is the end of game number 3. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. 2 DRS. All right. That was pretty good. I actually could have gone longer there. I should have gone longer. That would have been pretty epic. All right, okay. On-air talent. That is me. That is me. Hi. Welcome. On-air talent. Welcome back to the analyst segment. Or maybe I could just go get more food. How about that? Let's put on some music. All right, guys. We got 1 game left to go. Oh, we got stuff to show on screen. I didn't realize they had all these graphics ready. I mean, they showed Caster's segment, and then they changed it. I might as well just put my face cam on, huh? Alright, let's take a look. DRS with the chicken, 1,400 damage, 9 kills. BCS, though, with 11 kills. STE, look at the damage numbers. I bet 600 of that damage was just on Reiji. That poor Reject player just kept getting minied over and over. NIGMA Galaxy also having a really good game. 2,254 damage, 9 kills. We see RC, Rival, FAZE, DX, Infinity, and CS, BTR. 865 damage, but they couldn't close out that last fight. And yeah, that was Miramar. Match number 3. We got one more. Match rankings on your screen. I wish I could read chat, but I'm on a 3-minute delay. I want to see what you guys say when I say DRS for a very long, elongated period of time. But there we go. The bottom 15, 9 through 15. Infinity, CRYPTICS, BTR, Team Secret, Miss CHONBURI, DWG, and Deadeyes, guys. Of course, on the other side of things, DRS is probably number 1. Have we seen overall scores? I don't think we are doing overall scores because I haven't seen it yet. So probably no overall scores. Ah, 3-minute delay is so long. I'm still waiting to see myself say DRS. That was fun. Alright, okay, I don't know why we're so... Okay, finally, we're changing graphics right now. DX Xavier's in 8th place. FaZe, Clan, in 7th. 4 rivals. Reject, NIGMA Galaxy, STALWART Esports, BC SWELL, and then, of course, the Chicken Dinner team, DRS Gaming. The Real Soldiers Gaming. GG's to DRS. Alright guys, we got one more game. I'm waiting. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm out of what's it called? Bonbon? Momo? No, it's called Momo, right? Momo? Nepali dumplings? I'm out of Momo. Yeah, I got no food, so even if I go off screen, I got nothing to do. Alright, let's just go full face cam. Let's talk real quick. So we got like a couple thousand people watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We got only one game left, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. For my longtime viewers, I'm glad you're still back and you're here watching once again. For the people that are new, my name is ZooTay. I used to be a professional player. I no longer play professionally, but I did qualify to PMGC quite a few times, so I gotta say I'm pretty good, you know, but now I'm retired. I'm casting and making content and doing viewer parties, so it would mean a lot if you hit that like and subscribe button. Alrighty. Alright. So we got one final game. Sandhawk, the craziest of all games. Yeah, I have no idea what to expect for Sandhawk. It's just going to be, especially it being the last game of the day. Everybody always plays more aggressive on the last game of the day. And if the last game of the day is Sandhawk, it's going to be quite the wild ride. Oh, let me show you guys a cool like trick I can do. Hold on. So, try and do this. Can you guys make your fingers into like a dragon claw? So like, you see that? And then you got your pinky up here. And then you get, oh. Like this. Look at that. How many of you guys could do this? Wait, where'd the music go? It's awfully quiet without the music. Alright, music is back. I gotta do it with both hands too. Hold on. Or I used to be able to. Maybe I'm getting old. My fingers. Oh. Okay, I can't do it with my right. Maybe it's too cold. Okay. We got a minute and 50 seconds before the next match starts. I could totally just do an analysis segment, can't I? Let's just do that instead of stalling for time and messing around. Alright, analysis segment. What do we want to analyze from that last game? I don't think there's much to analyze. I think all the fights were pretty straightforwards. We saw some nasty sniper shots. We saw some good team fights like this one. This one pretty limited in what you could do because of potential third parties angles from long distances. So you don't want to play too spread out here. It was a 3v1 though, right? BTR have 3 up. Newsy is the last alive. Because I said, Infinity, they pushed all together in one angle. This is what happens. How did Newsy manage to get 3 players though? Let's see. So he gets Liquid. So now it's a 1v2. And, oh, FAZE. It was an RC player that knocked Luxy. So, got third partied. Okay. I see. It happens. Sucks. RC, just third partying everybody here. And then, Zuxi has sticky fingers. Has some glue on his fingers. That grenade ends up hurting him more than the enemy player. And of course, the enemy player might have heard the first aid kit going off and got the app finish. Let's see. Oh, we can see this again. We can watch Reiji just get constantly shot at. Oh, no game sound, right? Here we go. That's, okay, everyone take a guess how many shots Reiji took. I'm gonna guess 5 before he got behind cover. Okay, let's see. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I was right. It was 5. Hold on. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! It's almost like I was paying attention earlier when I was casting this game. Alright, the next match should be starting soon. Oh, I guess not. Nope. We're on an on-air talent caster, so I guess it's still me. I hear people dropping down, though. I think they didn't change the screen yet. So we're just waiting for them to change the screen, because I think the match has started. Yeah, the match started. I hear people jumping and parachuting and stuff. Hopefully they change the screen. Or maybe it's just a repeat sound. Maybe it hasn't started. Maybe we're just waiting still. What's everyone saying in the chat? Yeah, okay. We're just okay. It hasn't started yet. I think this is oh, this is supposed to be for me. I just realized they made this one for me because I'm a solo caster. I have not been using what they I just realized this one is for me because there's only one caster, which is me. The other stream has 2 casters, so they have 2 boxes. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. All right. Well, I don't know what to talk about, so I'm just going to put on some music. I'm going to try and do that finger thing again. Nah, should I just go find more food? Maybe I should just go find some more food. I'm gonna go get an egg. Hold on. Ow! I just, oof. I just hit my, foot on, hit my foot on the chair. I got an egg. Alright, you guys want to see a magic trick? See the egg? Alright? I'm gonna make this egg disappear, alright? You guys watching it? You guys watching it? Where'd the egg go? Disappeared. Right in front of your eyes. I'm gonna make it reappear. Oh! Look at that. Magic. Bet you guys didn't know I could do magic. Alright, this is a hard-boiled egg, so I'm gonna crack it open. You guys can't really tell, but... eggs are very healthy for you, by the way. I think it's got protein or something. There's a lot of stuff I could be doing instead of this. Like analyzing a different fight. I could watch some PUBG mobile clips of some of these teams in here. I don't know. I'm just really tired today while I peel this egg. So I'm just like talking to talk. Like I think it's really hard because I'm on a 3-minute delay. So I can't like talk to the chat to see what you guys want, right? Like, what do you guys want me to watch? Who do you want me to watch? Like, we watch some montages and stuff. Peeled the egg. How? Why is the next match not started yet? Am I doing something wrong here? Hold on. I should not be taking this long. Oh yeah. The next match just is not started yet, I guess. Let me check something. Did it start for the other people? Oh no, they're still talking too. I don't know what to do. Oh! This is so unprofessional of me. But I'm not getting paid to do this. And I don't have a co-caster to talk about the games with. So I'm just gonna have fun with it, you know? This, by the way, is the other stream. This is the same exact stream, except they have two people doing like a co-cast, and I'm just here by myself, screwing around. Yeah, providing entertainment at its finest. All right, I think that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I wonder if they'll ever see if they'll see this. I hope not. I should draw something on myself. Hold on. How do I even do that? I can't draw on myself. Never mind. That won't work like that. Alright. Back to just me. I don't know why the fourth... Oh! We're going to start soon, I think? I don't know. All right, again, let's just watch some montages or something. Oh, back to me. All right. Let's go on YouTube. Watch some montages. PUBG Mobile. Insane moments. This has 1 million views. Let's see what this is. I'm trying to move my face cam. right. Insane. Hit the pan. Insane. Oh my god, the skill level. Out of this world. That grenade. Perfectly thrown. Never mind, didn't knock anyone. Oh, the slow-mo. Oh. It grows up. Oh, the slow-mo. The guy goes for the revive again. Oh, wow. Expired. Wow, 2 in a row? No way. 3 in a row? Okay, I need a... We're not gonna have sound. This thing is just annoying. Drag shot master. Oh, the drag. So good. You know what else? You guys can drag. You can drag these nuts across your face. Oh, the next match started. I'm throwing. Okay. I'm sorry. All right, next match started. What have we missed? We missed STALWART Esports losing 1 player to the side of FAZE clan. 4v3 situation. STALWART Esports for once on the defensive now that they have 1 player down. Usually it's the opposite. Where yeah, STALWARTS is usually on the aggression because they get the opening knock because they're usually the team being aggressive. But now the tables have turned. The tables have turned indeed. FaZe playing this very carefully. They already got 1 kill on STALWARTS, so they know this is STALWARTS. Not a team to be underestimated. Moving closer and closer. Got some shots exchanging, but the fight hasn't completely broken out yet. Trying to find multiple angles, pop open the doors, bait some shots out. STALWART doesn't bite though. They don't make any sound to give. Oh, action though! Gets 4 pie. Tony K gets top. 2v3 situation. Pika gets another one. 2v2 situation. The DPS is too strong. Jesus, the DBS is broken, dude. DBS is broken. All right, we're on to DRS. Oh, DRS is only a 3-man. DRS, a 3-man team taking a fight with Team Secret. DRS does have the advantage. Mafia Ninja staying true to the name. And Ninja just backstab, bam, gets that kill. Team Secret down to 3 players now. Now it's a 3v3 situation. Oh, and DRS driving straight in with the bicycle. They want to go aggressive. AJ goes down to Mike Boy with some really good shots. AJ will get knocked and thirsted. And then AJ, Gyalzen also gets pushed. And everything just falls apart. DRS, Mafia Ninja, down to the last one. Last match of the day. We're down to 53 left alive. Sorry for such a long delay. I'm reading the chat right now. You guys just now heard my drag these nuts across your face joke. Oh, yes, I have seen Kung Fu Hustle. And it is 3:30 my time. I haven't slept. My sleeping schedule is all over the place. Donmon Gaming picking up 1 kill onto MSC. Donmon Gaming, 2 knocked now, trying to finish the S of Miss CHONBURI. CHONBURI though, 1v1. It is just Forest left alive against TG13. Shifu from Deadeyes up on the hill, coming down, looking to third party as there was a lot of shots and commotions. Everybody's knocked. Forest will confirm 1 kill. Doesn't want to go for that revive, not just yet. TG13, you got to either push or go for a revive, because Donmon Gaming's getting the revive. Oh, Forrest knows he has the advantage, though. So he's actually not going to go for the revive. He's going to try and get this kill. He's going to try and get this kill first. TG13. His teammate has called out Forrest is no longer watching your angle, because TG13 does have teammates that are knocked around. But before he wants to do anything, maybe he needs to consider Deadeyes, guys, is also here. Donmon Gaming get a revive onto 1. They're going to try and get that full reset. That grenade toss is good. Does Thirst Song, and it knocks Forest. Very well played. And, of course, Deadeyes coming in for that third party. Coming in strong. TG13. I don't think he knew that third party was happening. Otherwise, he would not have run over across the top of the bridge. Donmon Gaming just down to Junie. Forrest most likely will not be able to get revived. Junie. Yep, he hears enemies coming. He's going to go ahead and swim away. And yeah, Donmon Gaming will stay alive with only 1. I have a text message. STE Pika with the 3v1. Yeah, Pika with that DBS. The tong tong. As, that's what Order would call it. Because Order picked up the DBS. And he was like, and I just tung tung. And tung tung. Junie trying to hold his breath for as long as he can. He doesn't want to get exposed. Cooking in the blue zone. Also losing HP to the water. He will get that first aid off and he will stay alive. Still playing to the most optimal way to try and get as much points as a solo player. So Donmon Gaming want the points. Taking this scrim rather seriously. And the rest of everybody else, well, I mean, PMGC is about to start. The only teams not here is the Chinese teams, because they need to take a break. They've been practicing nonstop, and they just finished their PEL finals. So STE just now rotating on bootcamp. Circle shifts to the south, so nothing really changes here. Everybody, I don't imagine, is really going to move around anywhere, so we're going to get a pretty slow second circle here. BTR rotating on in. Infinity and D Xavier somewhat close to one another in Paradise Resort. Seems like both of these teams, though, aren't really aware of one another, and they're just going to split ways and separate. The circle is going to be indeed very slow. as we saw all the teams pretty much in zone on the shift. I'm gonna sit down. All right. Oh, much comfortable. My butt hurts, even though I haven't been sitting. Oh, that's an airdrop. Will Freak be able to get it, though? That's the question. Skylar and Zussi chilling in the buildings. RC with 4 kills, by the way. Reject team starting off this one strong. Infinity God Tunny does finish out D Xavier. I do believe that's the D Xavier team. Oh no, 1 player of D Xavier finished out. D Xavier still has 3 players left alive. You guys like the little ZooTay sign right there? I did have it up on the wall, but I took it down because I have to like readjust it. And I have to readjust a lot of other things, so I just haven't really messed with it yet. The Xavier with 3. Lamborghini. Cratomato. Just this. Skylar. Skillar. I'm just gonna start saying all the players' names in a weird accent. Zusi. BCS Zusi. Frankie 007 taking some shots towards Infinity. I can't do the accent. Infinity pulling up on a car. One of them go down. Miller gets finished. Infinity down to 3 players. D Xavier's with the angles. Lamborghini already on the off angle side. A bit more further to the left of God Tunny. He could get that slim angle in. God Tunny's got that really sweet looking M4 on the back of his gun. Or on his back. That's a sick M4 skin. God Tunny though throwing the nades, not connecting. Now throwing down some smokes to lay some cover. And Newsy finds an opening onto D Xavier. Nier gets really shot up. Frankie can do the push. Tunny wins his 1v1, not losing a single HP. God Tunny coming in clutch right now. And Frankie trying to get that finish. 1v1. The pre-fires. Back and forth. He's got that UMP. And from distance, Newsy also getting some damage in. Looks like Frankie feeling a little bit scared here. Running around in the open. Quick peek, but the shots do not connect. Oh, and the wide strafe out. God Tunny does end up winning that exchange. Infinity come out on top against D Xavier, only losing 1 player. Marshall getting shot up from the CRYPTICS squad. Ralph goes out. Couldn't hit the shots. Marshall, though, stood his ground and hit his back. BTR with 1 kill up on top of the hill. We did get the 3rd circle shift. So, teams are getting into fights now. Newsy gets finished by Team Secret there, I think, just now in the kill feed. Ooh, nice airdrop for BTR. STALWART Esports fighting Deadeyes guys now. Action. Oh, Pika is gone. The DBS monster. And oh, action springs up. We'll get that thirst. The snakes in the grass strike again. Deadeyes down to 2. STALWART Esports also down to 2. A 2v2 situation. Top on one side, action on the other, and Top finds the angle. Top gets 1. Top gets 2. Top stays on top by showing why he's on top. And that is because his gun skill is on top of everyone else's. A quick 1-2 finish for Top from STALWART Esports. STE with 6 kills already. Absolutely destroying in terms of kills. GIDS says, I don't like that car because it's not mine, so I'm going to shoot your wheels out. Player will have a tough time driving that car around. CRYPTICS getting shot at by BTR from super long range. CRYPTICS should be okay, as there's so much tree cover that obscures the vision. GIDS gets a nade onto Damwon Gaming right there in the kill feed. There's so much toxic people in the chat. Everyone is pro and aggressive until the Chinese teams arrive. I think Na'Vi stands a good chance against the Chinese teams. As far as East goes, I'm not too sure. I need to see more of the East, but I mean, we'll see very soon. I'm not even going to make a prediction because PMGC East is about to start very soon. So we'll know how these teams stack up against the Chinese teams. Yes, this Sandhawk match is the last one. The circle has shifted further south, so we see a lot of these teams start converging up on top of that mountaintop, which is one of the most difficult areas to fight. Third parties are almost guaranteed to happen. There's a lot of rocks and weird snake angles that players could potentially be in. So that's always a tough push. And also defending is equally as hard because as soon as one side gets pushed, the other side will get pushed by a different team to try and third party. And yes, I am an analyst this time around for PMGC West. The reason I got put on analyst was because, well, I just wanted to try it out. I want to see what it's like to be an analyst. Maybe I might like it more. Maybe I might like it less. But I think I'm more than capable of doing an analyst position and a casting position. So just expanding my repertoire, my skills. Skylar here's that first aid kit. And God Tunney will get taken out by Skylar. Infinity near trying to avenge his teammate. Near last one alive. What can he do? 1v4 situation against Justice. And oh, STALWART's coming in. And Near's just trying to find somewhere. He's like, leave me alone, guys. I'm just trying to stay alive here. And Near won't manage to make it out alive for just a little bit longer as STALWART's doing a drive around the world right now. Just trying to find something that's open, maybe. It's a few bandages. Yeah, Action and Top are like the top players from STALWARTS, from what I've heard. Action is the MVP. He got the MVP multiple times. So Action is like the best player, so to say, when it comes to the stats on STALWARTS. But Top is definitely the other player that definitely shines compared to the rest of the team. A very strong team overall as a group, though. Liquid. Oh! Gets caught. Doesn't check every rock. You gotta check every single rock in. Oh. BTR just like that. Just pick up 3 kills? 4 kills? Oh my god, BTR on a rampage. Getting so many kills instantly. Zuxi does get knocked though. But that should be fine. Liquid's got that MG3. The Mr. Gun 3. I don't know what the MG... Machine Gun 3? Yeah, MG probably stands for Machine Gun. Taking a fight with BCS now. BCS with 4 up. They did manage to get one confirmation on BTR and then another knocked on BTR. Justice running around on fire. Just having a great time and then gets confirmed. I think... Oh my god, Liquid. Oh my god. This gun is like holding 2 Grozas and shooting both Grozas at the same time. Critical tomato, what can he do? Oh! Wow, Liquid picking up 4 kills right there. 4 kills gets third party. That is worth, though. That's probably the best they could do. STALWART Esports, you saw them driving around in circles earlier. Well, they drove right into the next zone shift. So it works out for them. But Mika Boy has something else to say about it as he gets a knock onto STALWART Esports. Mika Boy. Mika Boy. Mika Boy from Team Secret. He's had some pretty good shots today. Definitely a player to keep an eye on. STALWART Esports down to 1. GIDS taking shots at Team Secret. Team Secret should be able to get that revive onto one player. And Action is bleeding out. Action will bleed out as that last player, STALWARTS, drove over just a little bit too late to try and get that revive. I'm ready to go to sleep after this game. I have not slept, and I would like to sleep. Oh, look at that zone shift. Oh, the zone is gone. Or, I mean, look at that map. We're down to 5 teams. Team Secret with 6 kills, 3 members left alive. Liquid is still alive, if I'm seeing that correct. Wait, Team Liquid? Or, I mean, BTR still alive? Am I seeing that right? Or is the graphics on the right side of the screen wrong? Yeah, I think the graphics on the right side of the screen are incorrect. Oh, Ryzen! Ryzen might be doing a heal off in the blue. That would explain it. STALWART Esports, last alive in the zone. We have 4 teams, but BTR basically does not count because he's just healing in the blue. Mika Boy trying to prevent shots from getting thirsted. GIDS really wants to thirst that player, though, but he is behind a rock. And oh, Mika Boy! Mika Boy just too good! STE top in a 1v1 situation against GIDS Satar. Both players with the grenade. Top pulled his grenade earlier, though. This millisecond difference can make a huge change in who wins this fight. Neither grenades connects, though. Top versus Satar. Both players playing mind games, going back and forth, one after another. The Molotov, the grenade, cancels the grenade, fires the guns. Satar has put himself in the corner, but oh my god! The peak! STALWART Esports goes down to Satar! He was not ready for Satar to peek out so aggressively with that Vector, and my god, that Vector just deleted him. Satar throwing down some smokes as distraction smokes. And oh, crawling and moving around a little bit too much. And Team Secret will get the winner chicken dinner. Can I get a Team Secret? Yeah. That would have been a lot better if I wasn't tired. But maybe next time. Alright. Those are the 4 matches for the day, the practice matches. We saw a different team win each match. I don't think there's overall scores. Let me message to double confirm and double check. And we're back on face cam. This is me. Hello. This is where I go. I go in this circle. Hello, hello. All right. Okay, so there might not be scores. Okay, scores will be posted on the Instagram. Gotcha. Okay, so scores. Oh, sorry. Scores, the overall scores will be posted on the Esports County Instagram. So make sure the link to their Instagram is in my description down below. Yeah, the Esports County Instagram will post the scores if you want to see how the games went for everybody with the combined scores. That does it for me today. I'm going to go get some sleep. I had fun. If I had more sleep, probably would have been a little bit more fun for you guys because I would have been a little more energetic. But I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. But yeah, we're done. We're done for the day. I'll see you guys all later. Root for your favorite teams for PMGC East because there's a lot of good teams. It's going to be really intense. Hopefully I can viewer party it. I'll ask for permission. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see what happens. But that does it. I'll see you guys all later. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see the PMGC East viewer parties. I feel like my viewer parties are more fun than when I'm just casting by myself. Because casting by myself, it takes a lot of energy. And I got limited energy. Alright guys, take care. Peace out. Zoo Nation out. Like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a good day, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are. And don't